What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It is officially 2025 NFL Draft Day. We have made it in T minus 10 plus hours or so. Washington will not be on the clock. We will be waiting till around 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard with the 29th pick of the NFL Draft. And with that 29th pick in the NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders will select We made it, y'all. We made it. It is like Christmas Day for NFL fans. The Super Bowl of the offseason has arrived. It is 2025 NFL Round 1 Draft Day. If you celebrate. And if you don't, I'm sorry for you because we having ourselves a ball today. I will be heading out with the boys this evening, chilling with my group chat fellas, my brethren, Zach, Alex, Jalen, Tate, Todd, all of us. We will be sitting around my boys' projector screen and reacting to the entire first round of the NFL draft. Whenever we link up, anything is liable to be said on that stream. Come be in the chat and sweat through the first round with us because Washington picks at number 29. And we've done 1.5 million mock drafts, estimations, big boards, realistic top 5, top 10s, and what we think is going to happen at the position. I'm not going to be too long-winded this morning because I got shit to do, but we're going to make an official prediction for what the Commanders do with the 29th pick. So let's just get right to it. We know we have needs at edge, running back, cornerback. I think we still have a need at safety, a playmaking, game-changing safety in that room. We could use more depth on the offensive line. You're never going to have to explain to me getting another weapon or a lineman for Jaden Daniels. But we're in the position at 29 as one of the true contenders in this league, as one of the final 4 that we can sit back and let the board dictate how we move. So there is no need to panic. Drum roll. With the 29th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders will select nobody because they are trading out of the first round of the NFL Draft. I know I done did 1,000 mock drafts and picked every player relative to our spot. But as the tea leaves are getting stronger and we draw closer to that draft starting, I'm seeing the Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants, one of our divisional ops, and the New Orleans Saints. They're politically posturing through the last end of the first half. They're looking at that bottom half of the first round. People are trying to come back in and get a quarterback or another player at the ass end of the first round. And that is the range where I am fine with Washington trading back. If you're trading somewhere in the 30s, I'm all for it. Once you start talking 40s, 50s, 60s, you better be hitting me with a motherload haul, a Godfather, something you can't refuse type offer at that point. But I got Washington finding a trade partner. I think Washington may love the board so much at 29 that they feel comfortable moving back with the Giants at 34, some of these other spots in the 30s, and still getting a player they love and adding an additional day 2 pick. If you could come out of this draft, I'm not the person that needs to stack up picks. I'm not the person saying, oh, we need to leave the draft with 7 or 8 picks. That's not me. Shit, if we leave the draft with 5 picks and 3 of them are hits, I don't care. I do not care. We're past the point of quantity. We're at the team building stage of quality players being added to the roster. But I think we're going to be in a sweet spot of the draft. And then you ask Rio, in a weak quarterback class, why would somebody trade up for a Jalen Milroe, a Jackson Dart, or even a Shedeur Sanders? The first round has something the other rounds of the draft do not have. We go through this same dance every offseason. You have the option of a 5th year. You can't get that in rounds 2 through 7. A first round pick gets the option, that 5th year option at the end of the first round. And when you're drafting a quarterback, especially a quarterback you are not totally sure. Well, no such thing as a total bet. Like there's no sure thing in this league. But when you're drafting in this quarterback class, you might want the option to have that 5th-year option. There's no certainty that Shedeur, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shuck are going to be good enough to have earned themselves an extension by their 5th year. So you want that 5th year of contractual control. So that is why certain guys want to move into the end of the first round. And it doesn't have to be exclusively a quarterback when it comes to the trade back. I'm predicting Washington trades with one of 3 teams: the New Orleans Saints, the New York Giants, or the Cleveland Browns. One of them is going to come up into our spot for one of these mid-tier, mid-grade gas-ass quarterbacks. And I'm here for it. And I think at that point, we will be filling in for that 3rd-round pick that we lost in the Laramie Tunsil trade. Because remember, we lost our 3rd in it, and we lost our 2nd and our 4th next year. We lost a 3rd and a 7th this year. That would get us a 3rd, so we would have 2 2nd-round picks and a 3rd-round pick. And that pick 29 is about the same as a pick in the 30s, minus the 5th year of contractual control. I'm going to give a caveat. If we do pick at 29, I hope the pick is Donovan Ezaraku. I hope the pick is Donovan Ezaraku. Here's the thing. I don't think he makes it past Detroit, Green Bay, Baltimore. Shit, he could go earlier as of like Tampa or someone in the late teens. But if it's somebody, I think it's going to be Donovan Ezaraku. But I'm predicting he's going to be off the board. I'm also predicting Washington's going to love where they're at so much they're going to feel comfortable trading back, and we're going to spend a night vibing, reacting to, and sweating out a nothing burger. And Adam Peters and Lance Newmark are going to go to the post-round 1 presser and say, you know, we got great value, and we're going to have us a wonderful day 2 and day 3 of the NFL draft, and we're going to go play mock draft madness again as we play best available for day 2 for the Washington Commanders. Is it going to be a running back first? Is it going to be an edge first? Is it going to be a cornerback? I would love to be mistaken and like a talent you can't pass up is on the board at 29 tonight, but I think someone is going to possibly knock our socks off for a nice little trade back and give us some nice value for it. If it is the New York Giants, you better put a little stank on it, Adam Peter. You better put a little divisional rival luxury tax stank on it, because when you're trading with ops, you got to make them know that if you're going to come trade with us, you better come with it or don't come at all. Don't pick up the phone. Oh, you're desperate, Joe Shane. I want you to fleece him like Sonny Weaver Jr. did Carson in the Draft Day movie. I want David Putney just for the fuck of it. Go ahead and throw Kayvon Thibodeau in the mix. No, I'm kidding. We're not getting Kayvon Thibodeau. But go ahead and throw us 34 and 65. It's 34 and 65. I want to pick at the top of the 3rd. I don't just want to pick in the 3rd. I want to pick at the top of the 3rd round too. You want your little punk ass quarterback? Your divisional rival. Go ahead and run us that 3 and your 2, and then we can have a conversation about it. You got to put a little stink on it if you're trading with ops. Ain't gonna be no fleecing us. Adam Peters knows what he's doing. You saw how Roseman tried to hit the okie doke and the swindle on him last year, and he said that guy's an asshole. He said, all right, Howie, that's just not gonna happen, my friend. And he held his ground, he held firm, and it worked out for both parties at the end of the day. Washington currently owns pick 29, 61, 128, 205, and 245. I love the draft. I love the draft as much as I love the season. It's exciting. I love to see guys' dreams come to fruition. I hate to see when networks start talking about trauma and childhood trauma like a Tyler Perry or Lifetime movie when the player gets drafted. When it's the best day of someone's life, I promise you don't have to talk about how their father died in their arms a couple years ago, or how they just got in a fatal accident that killed. Like, we don't have to go there on draft night. Let this night be all positivity. And for the love of God, keep Adam Schefter the fuck off the TV during the draft, because while they tell him not to tip picks, he does the most tip adjacent shit ever. He hints at things like, this team is showing a keen interest to a specific player. My gut's telling me that they're going secondary here. Last time I checked, Washington had a certain affinity for an edge rusher out of Boston College. Just keep his ass off the screen and keep his Twitter fingers not active. Just wait until the pick happens, bro. Stop letting him spoil the draft. We're obviously going to be watching live, and we're going to be checking in periodically with the chat. So I'm sure some people in the chat are going to tip shit, but we're going to do our best to not get spoiled, especially for when Washington's up. It's going to be all phones down in the middle of the room for the second year in a row. But just in conclusion, and to surmise the 10 minutes of bloviating that I just did, I don't believe Washington makes a pick, and that is my final answer for the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. If we do pick, I hope it's Donovan Ezaraku, Travion Henderson, Nick Emenwari, or someone fly who's not supposed to be on the board at 29. But that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it. Washington will trade out of the first round of the NFL Draft, and they will do so with the New Orleans Saints, New York Giants, or Cleveland Browns. Book it. Put some money on it. Don't put some money on it. I'm just playing. And I will see y'all later for the War Room group chat. Day one stream, probably starting around 7:15, 7:30. We're going to have ourselves a ball this weekend. And then we're going to recap it after night one. And then it's tomorrow, Commanders, Kings through rounds 2 and 3. And then day 3 is going to be me and Lil Rio going through rounds 4 through 7 on the live stream. Let's have ourselves a weekend. Let's get better and trust Adam Peters and company. It's time to cook up. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Bleed that burgundy and gold. Left hand up, all that shit. I'll see y'all tonight for the draft. Talk soon.